Hey guys, my name is David Esparza and I'm part of the MM program class of 2020. And I'm super excited for you guys to join the program and really embark in an awesome year of growth. You'll be challenged, but I think you guys are more than ready for the challenge. Just a little bit about myself. I currently am working as an intern for Sarman Design Group based out of Hollywood, California. And prior to the MM program, I was a web developer for the UC Merced Bookstore Department. And I also completed my cognitive science, bachelor's of science degree at UC Merced as well. So early on with the program, I was a little nervous, like most of you guys are all feeling right about now. But most of all, I think I was excited and just curious to see how I would be challenged and how I would continue to develop as a scholar and as a professional. My initial thoughts on the program was that I was hoping that I would learn to be a more effective communicator when it came to like data findings and communicating my results. Last year was definitely challenging, but it was a year full of growth, and I truly believe that. I think that throughout this year I've developed as a professional and I've enhanced some skills and learned new skills that are easily transferable to what I'm doing now today in my internship. So some skills that I've learned, some soft skills for sure, were like communication and even presenting myself as a professional when it came to networking, especially when we did the Arizona trip and the Reno trip. A lot of networking was required back then, and at first it was a little hard to warm up to, but by the end of the night it was pretty great experience. Also on the list is definitely presenting data in a more concise and effective manner. That's something that I learned through Miss 203, and it's super effective now in my interning experience. Also, becoming more comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's something that will be without a doubt assured in your experience in the MM program, and it's something that you should embrace and taking as a learning experience and keep on learning and developing into a professional. Also, developing a more business-minded perspective, something that I didn't have prior to the MM program, especially considering not only the profit aspect of projects or organizations or companies, but also the people that make up that organization and the planet, which provides us with many resources to be able to do those things that we do today. And lastly, I think project management is huge and crucial in my development as well. Learning about project scope and planning and being able to produce a flowchart as a foundation for a project is something crucial in my day-to-day today. And it's something that I enjoy doing, and it's something that I didn't know prior to the MM program, and I'm super excited that I'm able to transfer that into what I'm doing today. As I mentioned earlier in the presentation, I'm a project manager intern for Sarman Design Group, just based out of Hollywood, California. And Sarman is a digital marketing agency that really focuses on brand strategy and developing brands to their full potential. So a little bit about my scope of work on my day-to-day is I focus on three main topics, which is web development. I perform a lot of QA testing and provide recommendations for improvements or bug fixes for our web developers. I also work on business strategy and a lot of market research and performing industry analysis to better come with recommendations for our brands or even new client prospects. So the three learning objectives that I hope to gain this summer were 203, Miss 203, Qualitative Tools and Management, Miss 207, Operation and Project Management, and lastly Miss 211, Global Strategy. So for qualitative tools and management, I really focus on data analytics and data visualization and using concepts like parsing and scraping techniques in order to be able to formulate conclusions and use some of the data findings in marketing campaigns, like being able to use a word cloud that we learned in Miss 203. Second, Miss 207, using and implementing planning techniques like flowcharts and PERT charts were super efficient and effective during the project scopes. And lastly, Miss 211, Global Strategy and performing industry analysis and SWOT analysis was really effective for my market research in order to formulate proper recommendations for higher and upper management and even client prospects. So as I wrap up this presentation, I would love to leave you guys with some insight, and that's pretty much just in a summation of a hashtag, and that's hashtag be uncomfortable. Really what that means is just be okay with being uncomfortable, because you will be challenged in many different ways this year, and that's okay because that's where the growing process occurs. So lastly I have is just to wish you guys best of luck. And I'm going to provide my contact information below, so you guys can feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about the program, my internship experience, or anything in general. So once more, enjoy the program and best of luck, MM Cohort.